unimaginable abuses of dogfighting victim. A special dog named Sweet Pea became a beloved ambassador and fundraiser for wounded and victimized animals throughout New Jersey. For her resilience and her remarkable impact on people and animals like her, Sweet Pea is the ASPCA Dog of the Year.
When I found Sweet Pea at the shelter, she was in pretty bad shape. She had lacerations all over her arms, her armpits, her face. She was obviously in pain and was scheduled to be euthanized. I put her in the back seat of my car and drove to Mount Laurel Animal Hospital. She was probably used as a bait dog. Bait dogs are used to lure dogs to engage in dogfighting. She probably wasn't very good at what she was doing because she doesn't arouse quickly and she doesn't engage. She truly is a throwaway dog. She seems so sweet. She was sweet when she was being looked at the vet. She never growled, she never lunged. Even when her dressings were being changed every day, she never tried to bite anybody, and she was always a sweet girl. One of the kennel attendants said, "Yeah, she's a real sweet pea." We said, "Oh, that'd be her name." We didn't have the kind of money sitting around that we could use for her surgery or for her visit at the vet. So we just started doing social media. We started asking people for money. We got a little more money than we needed, and we decided that we would start a Sweet Pea Fund. And it would be for abused and abandoned animals. And then every year since then, we've had an event and we raise money, and it helps animals that may come to Mount Laurel Animal Hospital. We decided to put forth a resolution to the State Assembly and New Jersey Senate for her to be the official face of dogfighting awareness for the state of New Jersey.
The resolution recognizes Sweet Pea as the face for dogfighting awareness. I know for a fact that many of the state legislators were totally unaware of this issue and the complexity of it.
We put some billboards up around Philadelphia and the Camden area with her picture on them. She certainly looked the antithesis of what you would think a dog-fighting dog would look like in pearls and cherry blossoms. I do feel pit bulls are unfairly stereotyped.
People think they're naturally vicious, which has not been the case. She is a good ambassador to show that those dogs should have chances.
My hope is that when people hear the story about Sweet Pea and learn about her journey, is they'll get involved. And I think that the Sweet Pea story gives us hope and gives us encouragement that we're able to save her, and that others see that story and go to your local shelter. You can see what you can do. Everybody can do something.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kathy and Greg McGuire from Jersey Aid for Animals and Sweet Pea, our 2019 ASPCA'S.
I want you to know that the day that the SPCA came with the videographers, it was 102 in South Jersey, so. What about the others? The ones that slip through the cracks, left in garbage dumps, left to die in the woods, or never make it out of the shelter. Pit bulls like Sweet Pea used for dogfighting and bait dogs, then discarded like trash. Over half of you believe that dogfighting doesn't happen in your community, saying that if it was happening, you would know. I know this metric is true because I bought a house in 2004 that was part of the largest dogfighting ring on the East Coast, and neighbors claimed they never knew. Fewer than a third of you are confident you would recognize it. Almost all of you, 92%, say that you would contact local authorities, but sadly only 50% of you actually do. These statistics are right on ASPCA website. Sweet Pea was one of the lucky ones. Had New Jersey Aid for Animals not been at our local shelter on April 17, 2015, when I was looking for another dog that was abused in Camden, I happened to stumble onto Sweet Pea. I would not be here. Sweet Pea certainly would not be here as she was scheduled for euthanasia after being held the obligatory 7 days in New Jersey with no resources to help her at the shelter. What about the others? All the blocky-headed canine pit bull types that are maligned, abused, and overlooked in the shelters and are also part of breed-specific legislation, or BSL. That is, labeling pit bulls as dangerous dogs because of their breed and just because of what they look like. All over the country, including Canada, there's BSL. As early as 2007 in Toledo, Ohio, the dog warden went door to door and took 500 pit bulls from people, including puppies, due to breed-specific legislation, and euthanized all of them. What about the others? We're proud to say that one of New Jersey Aid for Animals' esteemed board members, Ms. Flora Edwards, Attorney Edwards, wrote the brief that got the Michael Vick dogs to Best Friends and was instrumental in making BSL illegal. The formidable Flora Edwards. Google it, Flora Edwards, and she wrote that brief. What about the others? New Jersey Aid for Animals recently testified at the New Jersey State Assembly to change language in a statute that makes it more difficult to label a pit bull as a dangerous dog if it was part of a dog fighting ring or labeled a bait dog. She would have been euthanized. On a smaller scale, but just like the ASPCA, we're all working to end dog fighting and breed-specific legislation. Sweet Pea is the spirit of the quintessential pit bull, not only as Dog of the Year, but as the state of New Jersey official face of dog fighting awareness. We're honored to accept this prestigious award from the ASPCA on behalf of the dogs who will not make it out. What about you? What about you? I know you're all thinking, what can you do? Don't be a statistic of only the 50% that report dog fighting. And just like we should not be labeling each other, let's not label our dogs. Get involved. Educate yourself on how to recognize dog fighting and then report it. Volunteer or donate, whether to the ASPCA, in support of their never-ending battle, finding, recognizing, and reporting dog fighting for successful prosecution and adjudication, or to New Jersey Aid for Animals in support of our all-volunteer, small but mighty nonprofit established in 2005 to promote advocacy, action, and impact for the pit bull breed. And like Sweet Pea's Facebook page to keep the momentum going on her story and help us spread awareness. Or better yet, adopt a pit bull and have a friend for life. What about you? What about the others? Thank you.